Though I would love to start off this video with a fancy intro and some epic effects to go along with it, instead I would rather save it for another day in another video, and by the time I'm through with this video, your efforts would prove futile to try and validate the logical deduction that I have come to in this video. I'll start off with the most damning, which seems to be Volt's go-to for help in certain situations when it comes to fighting me, which happens to actually be claiming that I want to abuse my children. Not only is this claim a sad and desperate claim to attempt to collapse my apparent and sad excuse for a career, but not to mention, it was taken completely out of context. You can form your opinion or whatever you want to do for your kid, but my opinion was, should all other options fail, you should be punished by spanking or hitting your child. Nothing has changed from my statement, as long as you don't leave a mark or injure the kid severely. That doesn't mean you punch the kid, that's freaking abuse, but as long as you don't punch or injure the kid, you're fine. And for you clowns that say that it's illegal to do so in Europe, aka Volt, multiple members are in the European Union, so multiple countries that are in the European Union, some of them actually allow the spanking of their child or hitting of their child. You made a pathetic group of yours, Mythical. You made a pathetic group of yours. You tried to make me out as some sort of future child abuser in the past, and still do to this day, when it should be pretty clear that from the context of my video, it should be clear that my statement was coming from a context and a place of discipline, not abuse, and should be only used as a last resort. Though not even myself or any of you should be criticizing how any of us should be disciplining our kids or our future children, because all children are built different, and viewpoints can rapidly change depending on the child or even certain situations. And unless we have a child, we shouldn't be criticizing anybody about what is right, what is wrong, and what to do with what until we have the experience needed to go on about how we should treat our future children. Hey, it can be a forever debate, but my point is, your proclivity and over-reliance of calling me a future child abuser has been put to rest, which means stop taking my comments out of context. Now, sorry if I was being petty in the last segment, but this one's just near funny to me. Now, if you watch my video on Volt, in the last few minutes of my first video on Volt, I go in depth on how Mythical has been trying to call me out just because I said I didn't care about his opinion. And basically, he thinks because I said this, it means I have a quote big ego, which is funny. His proclivity and over-reliance over the word egotistical frustrates me because in order to have an ego, you must think of yourself very highly, unnaturally. So basically, he's saying that I think I'm better than everyone else because I said to his opinion that I don't care about his opinion. And it's funny to me because I listen to everybody else's opinion every single day or every other day in criticism on what I should do, blah 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 blah, with my career, channel, Discord server, whatever. But if I say I don't care about your opinion, if I don't care about Mythical's opinion, that's when the trouble starts. That's when I'm egotistical, because you set the standard, which would unironically actually make you egotistical or an egotist in a way, because you think of your opinion so much to the point where you try to set the standard for whether or not I'm egotistical because I didn't accept your opinion. And if you try to fire up a response saying how you're not unironically egotistical in that moment, then I would suggest you look up what it means to be egotistical and tie that up with what I said, which is meaning you were being very egotistical. But oh, how unfortunate. Things you tried to call me out for years ago are now taking a turn, and now you're becoming what you called me out for. And you choose to be in denial in our argument, not accepting the fact that you were wrong and I was right. That's where your incompetence lies. Sorry, that's pride talking, not arrogance, but most likely Volt and Frev would, and you would try to claim that I'm egotistical. But how is it egotistical when I back up what I say? Like when I say I win these dramas, how is that ego if I can prove it? you can go watch my video on that because I backed up what I said there and I'm doing it again now. And as for you, Mythical, congratulations. I destroyed your own ego. You said you weren't going to be my friend anymore because I said I didn't care about your opinion. And it was just one opinion too. It would be one thing if I said, I didn't care about anyone's opinion. And then I can see how, I have a big ego and how I can't take criticism and all that other stuff. But it was just your opinion. Just your opinion. It was just a one-time thing. So I don't care about your opinion. It was one opinion, but you chose to throw a fit about it. Which is sad, but okay. Playing victim. You didn't want to be my friend because you're playing victim now. Playing victim, you're nothing more than a Pinterest clone. The guy you painted to be the villain, but then became yourself. You're nothing more than him. Because you claim that I never helped you as a friend, but if you really want to act superficial to your audience, to attempt to finagle others, then let me ask this question. If I wasn't ever a good friend to you, why would I sacrifice my reputation to help yours when you almost leaked Fortrex's full name to others? If I was never a good friend, why wouldn't I help you in beef? No, not because I would be cynical, but because I actually freaking cared. Your reputation would have came to an abrupt end had it not been for us and myself backing you up. We had each other. Well, I guess you forgot that, or you're just trying to play victim to, gain the moral high ground to, make me look like the freaking bad guy. But if you want to gain the moral high ground just to make yourself look good, then it just shows how nefarious your intentions are to me. Therefore, they won't go unnoticed. Indubitably, though, that will be your downfall dealing with me. That and your incompetence. But I can only go deeper though, because the situation gets deeper than that. He commented on one of my videos about the whole situation with his opinion mattering, and I responded, and it was getting to the point where we were arguing in the comments, in my comment section. And it got to the point where my comment section was filling up with his drama, so I shut it down by deleting his comment section and going on Twitter. He then claims that I censored him when I told him numerous times that I deleted his comment, or both his comments, for the sole purpose of not filling up my comment section with his drama. So I deleted an entire thread because he commented 2 times because he had a problem with a video and he was saying his opinion. So he brushes it off and claims that I have a big ego even after I told him why I deleted his comment threads. But then a couple of days later, one of my friends was having an argument with him, and he blocks the person mid-argument because he didn't want the situation to go on. Not one person, but 2 people mid-argument blocked. And I just find it hypocritical how if I delete a comment because I don't want drama in my comment section, then I'm the one with the big ego and I'm the one who is censoring people and can't take criticism, or I'm the one making excuses about it. But if Mythical does it, it's not the same. This community has a bias, a generalization that I'm a bad guy, and if I have to fight, I will. I don't need this community's respect because all you do is treat people who are a general threat to you. You treat them like garbage. Mythical, Frev, Pendrex, and Bolts. Along with Chip, yeah, because since you guys make that little childish coat. Yeah, and Whale and Gecko too. You all are childish and garbage people. Collectively, all are sheep. You changed the narrative to make me look like the villain, when in reality, you clowns are the villains yourselves. The conclusion is Mythical proved himself to be in denial, egotistical with his actions, childish, and plays victim when he's backed into a corner. The dude is 18 or 19 years old, out here losing arguments and looking retarded, trying to gain sympathy and look powerful when in fact that he's not. This man is so freaking egotistical, he thinks that because me and him aren't friends anymore, he thinks that my, quote, real friends are gone, which is insinuating that he was the real friend, the quote real friend, that only stuck up for me, And he just puts himself on such a freaking high ground, but yet dares to call me egotistical. He is literally the embodiment of what it means to be egotistical. He's literally acting as if he's on this high ground. So, I'm done here. He's a sheep in wolf's clothing, a faulty person whose incompetence and blatant hypocrisy will be his downfall. Anyways, yeah, I'm Warren, and thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next video. I just had to go on that little rant. Yeah, this is it. Mythical, you can go ahead and respond if you want to, or else you can claim that, you know, you're bigger than me, whatever you need to do, man, because I honestly don't care. But you cannot deny the fact that this right here just done you in. It just dug you in the freaking hole. I don't care what freaking sort of response that you got, because you really care about winning these dramas and making yourself look good and all that good stuff. But this one done you in. This one did you in. So there's no excuses that you can come to. There's no excuses that you can hide to, that you can run from, etc. So yeah, that's basically all I gotta say, really. You can't run. There's no excuses. You need to apologize and take responsibility for your actions, because that was your fault. That was on you. Anyways, or you can just leave me alone like I told you to. But yeah. Anyways, I'm done here. Bye guys, and yeah, peace out.